New Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Over!
Murray now. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Pretty move. lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Throwing on first down. Murray. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Murray. And this one is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. First down, Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, Murray. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Second down, here's an option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Looking to throw. Incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This one fielded at the 5. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing again. Murray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
Detroit!
From the gun, Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Gun!
They're going to look to throw. It fights him off. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second.
Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20.
Lucky 56. Gun! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Murray sliding out of the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long. So your chances of completing a pass for a 1st down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Murray. This complete to Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
To throw on second down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Man, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Then on the ground they go with a running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 3rd down, Murray flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because How many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Back now in Seattle, Washington. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come up at an offset eye. Back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Hicks in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there, 97 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete here on third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Shows his strength at the 50. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Back there in Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. It's caught. Baldwin. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll run on the draw. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for a with a visa. Pulling up the no the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No burrito.